Hi everyone, this is Carrie with Southern Sass Vinyl. Today is going to be a short video on my daily maintenance with my Epson XP15000. This is what I do at the end of every single day. So I'm done printing for the day, and I've already put my caps back into the air holes. Oops, and of course I will drop that. Let me get it back in there. And this is what you're going to need. I have my DTF cleaning solution. This is the stuff from Vibrant Vibes Inc. I've also used the kind from Kingdom DTF. They're both great. They both work the same. You're going to need your cleaning swabs. And I actually use several different sizes. I have no idea what I did with the other one. Here they are. Right here, I just used several different sizes, and it's just going to be based on what I need that day. You're also going to need, of course, your cleaning carts with cleaning solution in them. And let's get started. Oh, one other thing. I do use a syringe with a needle on the end of it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your printer, and you're going to go to Maintenance. And you're going to go down to where it says ink cartridge replacement and hit OK. It's going to say replace ink cartridge and hit next and then hit start. And you'll see these actually move over. Okay. So once they've moved over, the screen will come up where it says open the printer cover and replace the ink cartridge. And so you're going to start. Hopefully I don't knock my phone over. And you are going to put these back onto the little caps so that they're sealed. And then set them off to the side. I'm going to pause you while I do that. Alright, so now that I have my caps out, you can see, or my cartridges, you can see how dirty it is in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of my little swabs. I'm going to dip it into my cleaning solution, and I'm just going to start kind of cleaning this up some. I don't know if you can see it, how nasty that actually is. So instead of using a new one, I just take a paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of wipe onto that paper towel, and that actually kind of wipes some of the ink off. Basically all you're trying to do is get around the capping station, or I'm sorry, around the this little screen right here. And you're just trying to get it as clean as you can. This is not the final clean. We'll do that after we've done the cleaning carts. But you're just going to kind of clean it and get some of the ink out of it. It just makes, when you put your cleaning carts in there, it just makes it a lot easier. And you'll just keep doing this until you kind of get at least the bulk of the ink off. It doesn't have to be perfect at this step, because like I said, you still have to put your cleaning carts in there and run a head clean. So we're just going to, like I said, get the most of it out. I'm going to pause you and I'll come back when I'm done with this. Okay. So I'm done doing that. I've got the bulk of the ink off the little screens right here. And so now I'm going to put my cleaning carts in, and I'm going to actually perform a head cleaning. So let me get my cleaning carts. I'll get those in. And as you're putting these in, make sure that you are leaving the air, these in until you get all of your carts in. Okay, once they're all in, you're going to pop these off. I put mine in a little baggie so that I don't lose them, like I lost that one. Okay, set them off to the side. And now on, let me kind of rotate you just a little bit. Not sure if you can see this. Nope. Let's see. Okay, so right here it says complete. And so you're just going to hit OK. It's going to say processing, and then it's going to say initializing. Please wait. Do not turn the power off until initializing is complete. This takes about 4 minutes. Basically, what this is doing is this is now taking these new carts that you've put in, and it's kind of running the ink through it. I'm sorry, the cleaner through it. Okay, so let me scroll it back. Get you set back up over here. How I want it. Alright, so we're going to let this finish its initialization. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do one head cleaning. You don't need to do multiple head cleanings, you're just going to do the one. Basically, this initializing is kind of a head clean by itself, because what it's doing is it thinks that these are brand new cartridges and that it needs to pull ink into the head, which of course this is cleaner, so it's not doing that. But it doesn't know that. So we're going to, I'm going to pause you again and wait for this to do the initialization, and then I'm going to do one head cleaning and I'll be back. Alright, so it's still doing its head cleaning, but something that I forgot to show is when you take these off the bottom of your cleaning caps, if you notice that there's ink or something on them, just take a paper towel and just wipe it off. You kind of want to keep these as clean as you possibly can. That way you get a good seal when you put your carts back on them. Alright, I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so the head cleaning is complete. And so it's going to pop up on the screen, print head nozzle complete, perform a nozzle check to see if the print head requires cleaning. You're going to move it over so that no check is highlighted and hit OK. And then you're still in the maintenance screen. You're going to go down to ink cartridge replacement, hit OK, hit next, and then hit start. And this is going to pull this over again, and now you're going to actually take your cleaner carts out. I do not leave my cleaning carts in my machine at night because I've actually had them leak overnight. So once you get to this spot, you're going to go ahead and put your air hole caps back on. And I found another clear one. It's not exactly it, but close enough. Alright, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to reach around to the back and you're going to unplug your machine. Okay? What that's going to do is that's actually going to make you able to move your carriage. Uh-oh, stuck that over too far. Okay? Kind of lift up a little bit and it moves a little easier. Okay? So now you're going to take your cleaning carts out and you're going to put them back on the clips, and we're going to move on. So I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back while I'll do one just so you can see. Take it out. You're going to just hit that, pull it out, and it snaps. And you're going to do this for every single one. I have on the bottoms of mine which cleaning cart it goes with. You don't have to, I just prefer to. Alright, so I'm going to do this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got them all back on their little clips. You want to do that because that actually puts pressure on the bottom and it keeps it from leaking out. I do stick mine in a Ziploc baggie, and I do have it on here, cleaning cart wrote on it. I slide them all in the bag, and I zip it up, and I have a drawer that I have all my stuff in like this, and they just go into that drawer. Okay. One thing you do want to make sure is that your cleaning carts are upright and that they're not down. Don't lay them on their side. Don't flip them upside down. Make sure that they're right side up with the clips on the bottom. Alright, so the next step that we're going to do is this right here is just a blue shop towel that you can get at Lowe's, Home Depot, McCoy's, wherever, Amazon. And you're going to take that, you're going to lay it down, push this back over a little bit, and you're going to kind of gently lift your cart carriage, and you're just going to kind of pull it over your shop towel, okay? And then we have another one. I'm going to kind of put this back because the next step is going to be to get some cleaner fluid. And I'm just going to, you're not going to totally saturate it, but you want enough to make sure that you go over far enough. And now you're going to get your carriage, lift it gently, and you're going to set it over that, okay? And you're going to kind of let that soak for a minute. This is my other paper towel. I'm going to get some more cleaning solution. Okay, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm just going to get this, and I'm going to soak it in really. You want this one to be like soaking, completely soaked. So I kind of do both sides and just make absolutely sure. Don't hold it over here. Hold it over this other paper towel or over your print carriage. Okay, and now you're going to put this over. Let me see. There you go. Your little sponge, and you're just going to let that sit. Don't press down, but I mean just kind of gently press it on there, and just you're going to let that sit. Okay. So let's go back over here. All right. So now this is where the deep clean of your print carriage is going to happen. So once again, I have all of my different sponges here, and we're going to get to cleaning. Don't get frustrated. This part can take a while. Alright, so I always start with the white, since that's kind of your problem child on all DTF printers. And I'm just going to clean it. Once again, this part doesn't have to be perfect. And I just have my paper towel, I'm just kind of wipe it. And I'm going to show you why it doesn't have to be perfect in just a minute. But you do want the bulk of the ink out of here. And we're just going to make sure when you're going across the little screen right here that you're not really pressing down. You're more just kind of rubbing your sponge across it, okay? So I'm kind of done with my white for right this second, so I'm going to move on to the blue. And I'm just going to do the same thing. And as you can see, I just wipe it. And if you need to, just get a little bit more cleaning solution. I put my cleaning solution in a little cup, just a little throwaway cup. Here it is, right here, just a little throwaway cup. And I don't know if you can see down there, there's not a whole lot of cleaning solution. You really don't. You're not going to use as much as you think that you're going to use, and you can always add more to it if you need to. And so we're just going to go through and we're just going to do all of the ink channels. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Make sure you're not like really hitting all of this. And you also want to make sure that you are not getting stuff on these connectors. That's a no-no. That is how you burn up your printer. So just have black left. And surprisingly, Black is like usually the easiest one to do. I don't know why, but on all 3 of my XPs, the black, for some reason, is just always the easiest to clean, which just astounds me. Okay, so as you can see, I've got most of it out, and so now I'm going to go back with this one, dip it a little, just get a little bit of cleaning solution, and now I'm going to go back up in here and kind of get in all these little crevices to kind of clean them. Because the name of the game is to get it as clean as you can, because you don't want dried ink in your machine. Okay. Wipe your sponge off and come back and get a little bit more. And you're just going to continue to do this. I kind of have this down to where it takes me about 15 minutes, that's with the head cleaning, to get this done. I did a lot of printing today, so it's actually a little bit dirtier in here than what it normally is. And I let it sit for about 3-4 hours after I got done printing, before I made this video, while I was packing orders and answering some emails. And I don't normally do that. I normally do this right after. So a little bit more ink is in the carriage than what is normally in there for me. Okay? Alright. So once you've got that about as clean as you're going to get it, I usually take this one. It has a sharp tip on it. And this is just where I'm going to kind of go in here again. Because I don't know if you can see, that is just a tiny, tiny, tiny little space. You're just trying to get as much of this ink out as you possibly can. Okay? Alright, so we're moving on. Throw that away. Alright, so this is where these strips come in. This is just a half of the blue paper towel, and then I tore it into 6 strips. And you're just going to take it and you're just going to fold it like so, so you kind of have something that looks like that. Okay, and you're going to take your cleaning solution and you're going to put it, I put it directly over the screen in each port. And it's not a lot, it's just a tiny little bit, tiny little squirt. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to set it down in here. What this is going to do is this is going to kind of soak up any cleaning solution, any loose ink that's still in there. And you're going to do this for all of the ports. Once again, you want to make sure that it's down here. You're not pressing hard, you're just kind of getting it in there. And you want to make sure the gold connectors where your ink carts go, you want to make sure that you don't get anything on those. I know that this is chipless and that it shouldn't matter, but it does. So we're going to keep going. We're just going to set these in here. Alright. So once you have that done, you're going to come back with your cleaner again, because you want to make sure that your towels are damp. Not like totally completely saturated where if you pick them up they're dripping, but you do want them to be pretty damp. Oops. And I did not have quite enough cleaning solution, so give me 1 second while I pour some more in there. I actually have 2 other printers to clean, so I put a little bit more than what was really needed for 1 printer in there. And then cleaning solution is kind of has an oily feel, so do make sure that you wash your hands and make sure that you always have extra paper towels around. Okay, so I'm just going to get some more in my thing. I'm going to finish with these. Like I said, you want them damp. You don't want them so completely saturated that if you had to pick them up, that they would start leaking everywhere. Okay? So this right here, it's been sitting on your print head, is actually located right around here. So you're just going to take this and you're going to very gently, I'm talking like 2 fingers, you're going to kind of pull the ends up and you're just going to very gently do a back and forth motion. Okay, so hopefully, let me see, I might have to adjust this just a little bit. Okay, and right here you can see all of the ink that kind of came off of the print head. And again, you're just going to do a gentle back and forth motion. And in the morning, you may actually see more ink than that. Basically, as you sit, some of the ink may come out of the print head if there's leftover ink in there, or if there's really dried ink sitting on the bottom of your print head, it may take it a minute to dissolve. And so that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave that sitting in there overnight just like this, and I will come back in the morning and I'll take everything out. I'll use a swab to get any kind of remaining cleaning solution that's in there, and I will put my carts back in and turn it on and start printing. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You can reach me by email, sassyvinyl at via my website at southernsassvinyl.com, or via email at sassyvinylhtv@gmail.com. Thank you.